Hey guys, welcome to another news breakdown here on Shodo. Alright, as always, I'm your host Frozen Stratos, and today we're doing things a little differently because I've compiled all the anime news that I really wanted to cover in this video. We've got some Shodo Digimon stuff, and we've got some Evangelion stuff of all places. For the first time, we are debuting a brand new line, or at least the Candy Toy blog did a few weeks ago, and we're going to be covering that here. Let's take a look at the brand new EVA Frame. Now, this is the this first set is going to be called the EVA Frame Evangelion New Theatrical Version 01. So we're basically getting an entire wave of figures for the new theatrical version of these figures. That's going to be coming out in January of 2021. Like this figure set is coming out in January of 2021 to coincide with the new movie with these guys. Now, why is it called EVA Frame? Well, that's because they have this awesome looking frame on the inside, and this is much like the Gundam G frame line where there is an inner frame here. But this one specifically, look at all that articulation. Just look at it. You've got 2 points for the ab crunch and like swivels everywhere. This thing poses incredibly well, and then we get the armor on top of that. So basically how this works out is kind of like Shodo, how you've got an armor section and you've got an inner frame section. The inner frame section actually does come with a separate knife. And when you get this all put together, when you get the 2 separate boxes and you put them together, you get this very nice looking figure here. And what they noted was that they wanted to make it so it looks slender and you have a lot of the inner frame showing, and that is, you know, by design to make it look a lot more lean and a lot more vicious. So I am really happy with the way this looks. Also, this is coming in the lineup. We have the Unit 02. Oh, I forgot to mention, but I'm sure the fans already know this is Unit 01. We're getting Unit 02 as well, who also comes with a knife. This figure as well has all that articulation, all the same articulation we've been seeing. Looks great, and if you have the accessory pack, which we'll get to later, this has a flight mode, so that looks really neat. Next up, for I guess the last of the figure portion of this wave, we'll be getting a Unit 00. And instead of having a knife, it has an umbilical cord attachment piece, and they did want to note that, hey, you know, if we get to do more releases in the future, maybe that's actually going to peg into something, or at least, you know, that portion does peg into the figure, but maybe peg into a display stand or something. Speaking of display stand, this wave also consists of, oh yeah, it also does all the articulation. But this wave also comes with 2 different accessory sets. The first one being a green, I guess, sort of frame with, you know, a gun and a Gatling gun. And then the second one is a white frame, and it comes with a flight stuff and a weapon for the red figure, 02. And yeah, this is what they all look like together. And if you'll notice, the connections for the hands, they don't actually have a grabby hand. They peg into the hands sideways, and that's just how they interface with all of these weapons. And that's fine. We don't see any other sort of option hands with them, but, you know, the neutral hand that also holds everything works perfectly well, especially for this scale, because these are 130 millimeters tall. It translates to roughly around 5 inches, a little over 5 inches for these figures, so that's really neat. But that's not all that's coming out. In tandem with this set, we're going to be getting an accessory set, like a bonus accessory set, but it is going to be a premium Bandai release. So in that set, we'll be getting some shields, we'll be getting some guns and stuff. It looks really cool. Here's everything you get in it. You've got even some option parts to change 00 into a different form. And once again, I'm sorry if I'm getting these names wrong or pronouncing it like, should it be 00? Should it be 00? I'm not sure. But yeah, there are tons of weapons here. Specifically, this shield opens up, and you know, you can peer in like outside of it and shoot through it, so that's really neat. And then, oh, that is the wrong button, my bad. But yeah, that's basically it for EVA Frame. These things are looking fantastic, and I'm really excited to see where this line goes. And hey, if you're really interested, go support it. There are pre-order links in the description down below, as well as a pre-order link for the premium Bandai one. It is not available in the US. You will have to go through a middleman service if you want to procure the accessory set. But these figures, the entire wave is up for pre-order, so definitely, if you're interested, go ahead and get those. Next up, we have the Shodo Digimon figures coming back with Shodo Digimon 2, and they basically just wanted to do a little bit of a breakdown of everything that comes out in this wave, specifically the premium Bandai release, because, you know, we've got a little bit of other news that we're going to talk to about that. First up, we have the Metal Garurumon, which has had quite a few retail releases before, but this one is tailored specifically for the anime in terms of the molding and the colors. Basically, what they wanted to accomplish with this figure was like a clear distinction between the mechanical look and the biological look. So if you'll notice, a lot of the mechanical features are done in this glossy finish and have nice hard edges, while all the biological stuff, it's done in a separate matte finish, and is more organic looking, and I feel like it's gotten the point across pretty well. And then just lastly, they wanted to mention that, yeah, you can't see it here, but there is colors on the chest. Like, they did color the tummy, so that is fully painted down there. Next up, we get into Holy Angemon or Magna Angemon, whichever one you decide to choose. And this figure, it was particularly complicated for them. Specifically, the wraparound wings was something of note. And then this is still made with mobility in mind, so they can't wait to show it off once it's in hand. They just, you know, didn't have the resources now. So yeah, this thing looks really cool. The gold ribbons on the figure are done in a soft material, and they wanted to note that they were really flexing here with the inscribed details and boasting a little bit about the digital pattern across the surface and saying, oh hey, yeah, it's this is so awesome that you'd be hard-pressed to say that this came from a palm-sized figure. So this is really cool. I love this kind of stuff. Next up is Alter Kabuterimon or Mega Kabuterimon. And while the deco is a bit more simplistic, they did want to go for a shiny red metallic all over the figure. So this thing is pretty well painted. They are very, I guess, they're the most proud of, like, the sharp fang parts and the nails. So that's all really cool, and I'm, you know, very excited for people receiving this. But yeah, last up, the pre-orders for the regular set are still out now, but the premium set that's actually available in the US, you can pre-order this in the US. Now let's take a look at what the premium stuff all comes with, just so you know what you're getting if you want to get the premium stuff. You're basically getting 3 display stands with their crests on it, and you're getting exclusive box art done by Kenji Watanabe, who is one of the main, I believe, artists on this show. So that's really neat. He came in and did that, and here they are, all with the first release of the figures, and then you've got the 2 boxes side by side. They wanted to get, you know, the red and the blue 2-tone differences. Anyway, that's basically it for these figures. If you're interested in picking any of these up and you're in the US, these pre-orders close on December 3rd, 2020 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will leave a link in the description if you want to get this via Premium Bandai. There are also, there's also another way to get it. You can get the retail release, but that's not through Premium Bandai. You'd have to go through like an Ami or an HLJ and get that, but it comes with like a second set of these figures. Like, you're buying basically the entire wave, but you get 2 of each. or you can get the premium set that, you know, is here locally. But if you're not in the US and you still need to use a middleman service, these pre-orders ended already. Wait, yeah, these pre-orders ended Sunday, September 27th at 11 p.m. Japanese Standard Time, so that probably was your window. I'm sorry I didn't get this video out in time. But yeah, anyway, I believe, yeah, that's it. And they left off with the teaser like we saw before. I forgot the names of these things. I'm sure you'll leave me a comment in the comment section down below. But this is potentially, probably, the next set. Anyway, oh, that's not the right picture. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I hope you liked it. I hope you've been informed. If you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. We'll be here, sure to you know, update you on all the latest Candy Toy stuff that comes out of the Candy Toy News blog, and, you know, whatever else we see. And just as well, there are links in the description down below to how you can help support the Black Lives Matter movement by donating money, signing petitions, whatever you do, as long as you do it, it absolutely helps. Same with the end card of this video, because someone on Twitter had curated some nice links that if you click on them, if you watch through them, if you watch the ads and stuff, all the ad revenue accrued goes to be donated to the Black Lives Matter movement. So if you would like, I have a playlist of all those videos put together that person had curated, and I was very happy to share. Anyways, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it. No response. Here it is. We're in the end card. Here, this is the playlist. So click it. Click it if you want it. If you want to learn more about the Black Lives Matter movement stuff and donate without money, basically. So that's really neat. Yeah, do that. Do that.